Not too loud, guys. Is it all right?
One, two, Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You put the instruments down too? Yeah, relax. Here, I'll take let me put this up and then I'll grab that.
Well, yeah. You don't like sit down and chill because you can talk and stuff?
Oh, sure, yeah.
I figured.
I'll put this thing down.
You don't have to like carry that thing.
Sound okay, Skribz?
Yeah, it sounded good. Although I didn't know your voice was just so bravado.
Oh.
I got to turn that baby down.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that thing was just, your voice was like overpowered. I loved it though.
Burying that needle.
Yeah, it was.
Here, Neil.
I was like,
get out of his way. I'll take the guitar.
and I thought the guitars were gonna. No, it was his voice.
Okay. That's what we like.
Yeah.
I'm still recording, just
Oh, that's
figured
cool.
one solid loop, yeah?
Okay.
Where are we going?
You're gonna stay. I'll be right back.
All right.
He's gonna hardwire it into this board.
What's
So-
the playing right now?
Are we having dead air time? Or?
Yeah, it's dead air right now. Well, no, he might be playing a song.
Oh.
Although I'm pretty sure I heard him say,
Be right
give me
back.
just 1 second. Yeah.
You know what?
He could have played a song in the background, but that's all right.
Relax.
All right, Mr. Digby. How's it going tonight, brother?
Man, I'm doing just splendiferous. How are you?
I'm great, sir. Just heard your band play, so.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
Well.
He's great, and he heard our band. Wow.
Oh, I'm nothing. You know, y'all are the bomb.
Oh, man. You got the greatest record collection of all time.
So, tell me how you got started in blues, jazz. I know you're a big jazz man.
Oh, I love jazz and blues. I grew up in Mississippi, and a fun thing to do on Mississippi nights would be to go and, the Subway Lounge and hear the Subway, the House Rockers. And
Yeah.
they had this wonderful vocalist, and I forget her name, but the sweet thing was just the most beautiful woman you've ever seen. She's about 400 pounds.
Well, we're not talking about like a whole lot of Rosie here now, are we?
Well, but she can seduce you with the power of the blues. And it was a wonderful thing.
You can seduce anybody with the power of the blues.
Well,
Amen.
You're cute and everything. No, I grew up, actually, my dad got me into Dixieland. And I learned, listening to Dixieland music, I learned how to play the bass and got in all these rock bands and whatnot. And eventually figured out that all rock stems from the blues.
Right.
And, the blues is really, it's an American heritage, and we can't actually trace its origins, but because it's so localized, every town, every
it has
region,
its own start of the blues.
and its own sound.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you got your Chicago blues, you got your Mississippi blues,
and you got the Texas blues.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you got your Memphis blues. I mean, you got everything.
Oh,
the Delta.
Oh yeah, and it's with jazz. It's a lot of the same thing. It's jazz, blues. It all kind of runs together. And I studied jazz over at the University of North Texas. I moved out here and hooked up with these guys and thought, I had this North Texas chip on my shoulder and thought, I'm a jazz musician. I'm gonna play with these guys, okay? And we played and jammed a few songs, and I thought, man, that's difficult. These guys actually know what they're doing. Oh my gosh, I have to actually
that
go
man over there. I mean, DJ.
Yeah, this guy. Oh, and Neil gets
his voice is just
electric.
Man with the chills, man. He just passes them out. Man. Yeah.
I think I need a shot after that.
It is. Yeah.
So, what's some of your favorite blues musicians, jazz musicians?
I would say that Oscar Peterson, hands down, is my favorite jazz blues musician because a lot of people say that he's a jazz piano man.
Mm-hmm.
But Oscar, God rest his soul, was I listen to him and I hear the blues just screaming out of what he's doing. He played with
a lot of the old time jazz. They're both. I mean, they have both blues from the they have blues in their lyrics and the jazz in the tone. So
my favorite as far as lyrics go is Moss Allison. Now the guy, he's not one of my favorite vocalists, but lyrically he's just funny. It's sassy. Modern day stuff, I really like what Carolyn Wonderland is doing. Big ups to Patrice Pike as well. She's really rocking the Austin music scene. Those guys, they've taken blues and mixed it with rock and a little funk and just made it a whole lot of Texas.
You're right. Yeah. You gotta love Texas the way we do it.
Man, it's very Texas. Texas, baby. Texas.
Excellent. Oh, that's a new word. New word, everybody. Excellent. Remember that.
I love it.
Yeah. That's on it, man. Yeah.
And we have Cody back here recording the whole thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, we're going to have some good fun tonight, everyone. What song y'all going to do next?
Oh, I think we said we were going to do, what was it, Bottom of the Bottle? Was that next? Or
Bottom of the Bottle.
Which is a fun song.
Which is terms for drunken mess.
Well, yeah, that
sounds like blues to me, man.
Sounds like the blues. If it's got
Friday night,
women, sadness, it's the blues.
It's got bottles and bottoms in it. You know?
Friday night, I'm alone. That's right.
Well, do you have anything else you want to say to Permian Basin?
Well, the Permian Basin, you know, you guys really start to love this Odessa College. They have a fantastic radio program. My boy here, Skribz, he's doing a hell of a job, just really, really rocking out the Permian Basin.
I appreciate that.
Oh, man, we appreciate you guys so much. And, you know, it's hard to hear good music on the radio for me personally because I'm kind of a music snob. And I know at least I can turn on 91.3 and be just fine.
Well, I appreciate that, sir. You know, so many people, it's either hip-hop or, you know, rap, heavy metal here, you know, or just pure country, and they have and they do. I love all of them. I listen to rap, hip hop, R&B, metal, country, but there's just something that's the blues, and it can't be replaced.
Now, if you started playing disco funk, I might. Well, I'd probably listen more.
Disco funk has got its place too.
Oh, it does. Skribz, thanks again for having us on.
It's no problem. Let's get the next song. What do you think? Yeah, all right. Yeah, Bottom of the Bottle here. This is the Grease Orchard Blues Band. Here we go, everybody. Thanks, Skribz. No problem.
Fine.
I think I took my cable out there. Sorry, guys. Or did I?
He asked me to, but I didn't want to do it while you're singing, you know. Come on now.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Amen.
This guy's Skribz is just so sweet.
His heart is as big as he is, man. Hey, here we go. Hey.
All right, TJ, Mr. TJ, your turn to talk, my friend.
All right, no problem.
Get you right to that mic.
Okay.
Now, this man has many stories to tell on his musical journey. You go ahead, sir. You start off the way you want. I want to hear.
I'm just having too much fun here tonight, so we're glad to be here, Skribz. And we do appreciate what you're doing for the community, and I just want to kind of echo what Chris said. OC is just a wonderful thing for this area, and we appreciate everybody that listens and supports it. And we're so glad that I love being able to hear blues and all the other music that I hear on this station from you and here on KOCD that I wouldn't hear anywhere else.
Appreciate that. It's much appreciated. You know, since we're going through this whole ordeal of being sold and whatnot, it's been kind of a crazy time. But I'm hoping that we'll stay public radio and we can keep playing the great music. So, you know, Odessa, everybody wants to hear the blues, right? Come on. So, what's your beginning in the music biz? What's your start? I mean,
you know, I don't know. I've been playing guitar for quite a while. I love guitar. I love music. I have a particular love of blues. I'm in a really happy place getting to play with these guys. There's so much talent. I'm a little nervous tonight. You know,
I would be too.
But you know, like you say, when I first picked up the guitar, I just kind of gravitated towards blues chords and blues scales and that style of music, and I think it's something that you feel. It's visceral. It just hits you when you hear it.
Buddy Guy, one of his songs, he said, "The blues ain't what you play, it's what you feel."
I agree completely.
And you know what? When I heard that, it struck me. I was like, "Amen, brother."
You're absolutely right.
You know,
you're absolutely right. You know, I was lucky enough when I was younger, living in the Houston area and the Dallas area. I'm from Dallas originally. I used to go to a lot of rock concerts. Used to go to heavy metal shows.
Right.
I loved that stuff. But I've been lucky enough to see Dee Dee a couple of times. I've seen Buddy Guy once, Albert Collins once, on, and a little bit of interesting stuff too. Chris mentioned Mississippi. I used to spend summers in Tupelo, and Robert Johnson, going all the way back. If you like Eric Clapton, you know, he studied Robert Johnson a lot. And Robert Johnson, the two times that he recorded in Dallas, Texas, in the Deep Ellum area. The building is gone now, and he recorded in San Antonio. So even though he was himself, and he was very much coming out of the Mississippi Delta blues, and kind of helped invent that genre, even though he had his own influences.
Right.
When he actually recorded those 29 songs, those were recorded in San Antonio and Dallas.
That is crazy. I love it.
I've got a lot of Texas pride. I love it out here. I'm proud to be from the Dallas area.
We have so many great bluesmen here. It's just Ridiculous.
We do. Yeah, we do. And it's a shame about me and Gene Kelton, by the way, who was from the Houston area that, well, actually, I don't think he was originally from there, but opened for ZZ Top here a while back and then was gone just a few weeks later. But the blues community is so rich, and it's just so cool.
And, you know, it's kind of sad that blues is dying out, you know, because I'm not trying to say anybody in here's old. I'm just saying for my generation, you know, there's not many 21-year-olds that listen to blues.
No, and that's why it's great.
And it's really sad.
It is.
It's awesome that you're getting this music out to people, and you know, I always was very interested in how the blues heavily influenced people like Jimmy Page and Eric Clapton and the rock and the hard rock that I listen to. But now too, I hear it in jazz. I hear it in the elements of blues and jazz. I hear it in country music. People like Junior Brown or whoever it might be, whether it's local music or not local music, that I can hear that blues in so many things.
Right.
And it's like Chris said. There's no clear line between it. It influences everything.
Yeah.
And real quick, I know we're on limited time, but
oh no, you have the mic.
We've got to say thank you so much to a lot of people, but one of them is Dan Ferguson.
You say thank you whoever you want.
Producer, keyboard player, just an amazing musician that I'm privileged to work with, and Trey and brother James, our harmonica player, our harp player that couldn't be here tonight, just a wailing harmonica player.
I know, I wanted to hear it.
And, it's good to be here in Odessa. The people here are so friendly. It's so great to be here in West Texas and to have opportunities to do stuff like this that I never dreamed I'd get to do.
I love it, man. This is, you know, I mean, just having like a blues band is in itself crazy in Odessa because, you know, it's just not Odessa, but I love it. I mean, I kind of want to hear you play that harmonica.
One other thing I'll say, I'd be glad to if I can get the other guys in here.
I'm just trying to push him, folks. I wanted him to do it. I'm trying to get him to play a harmonica.
That's to go out to brother James because we're student harmonica players. But what was I going to say? I'm a little nervous. It's so cool when you're here or when I was in Dallas or Houston, wherever, that you can be listening to live country music. You can be listening to live rock music, hard rock music, metal, and somebody will pull out the blues. Somebody will do Red House from Jimi Hendrix or whatever it may be, Gary Moore. And people will respond to that. And
they don't even know.
It can be a country crowd. It can be a hard rock crowd.
Yeah.
And there's just something about that music.
One of my favorite things, Cody's as well, there's a song that John Mayer does on his live album, and it's called Out of My Mind. And he starts out, and he's like, I just want to let you know it's 2007, and we just ripped into a slow blues tune.
7,000
people
went wild.
All is not
lost.
That is the truest statement.
Right.
Amen. You know,
Amen.
They didn't even know what it was, but they went crazy.
But they were moving to
He's
it, man.
a smoking slayer, and I wanted to talk about the band and local scene, but Neil loaned me recently the second Crossroads show that was done in Chicago that Eric Clapton did. The first one was in Dallas, and I remember I was working at the time and didn't have, $150 to get a ticket for the day and the day off or whatever it was. But anyways, just, it's so amazing to see those shows that he did for his charity because it was just a who's who. Hubert Sumlin, just everybody was there jamming with Eric Clapton, and it's just, if that doesn't make you appreciate American music and the blues,
then nothing.
Then, yeah.
Well, what about the local scene? I mean, you want to talk some more about that, or?
Well,
you go ahead. You got all the time in the world.
It's been real good to us. We get a big kick out of playing live.
Where's some of the places that y'all like to go play?
I played some with these guys at Ogie's Restaurant.
Oh,
and that we kind of keep that, a little bit on the quieter side. Where else, guys?
New Blue Max, we played. New Blue Max?
The New Blue Max we've been at.
The New Blue Max, okay. I don't even know where's that.
We have to put a shout out to TJ Rabbits.
TJ Rabbits.
TJ Rabbits.
Robert and Diane. By the way, hi, Marla. When and where.
Is it hard to find places to play? I mean, since you're a blues band?
Well, we're working on it.
Yeah, you're working to getting the word of mouth. And
Yeah. And parties or, chili cook-offs or whatever it may be are always fun and always welcome.
You can get a hold of them through me. Just call up here and I'll get them for you. Yeah, okay.
That's right.
We're cheap.
Maybe we can get the guys back in.
Yeah, come on, guys. Let's get back in there, man. Neil,
Go on,
you want to
man.
say a little? I know Chris. He can talk all night. So.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Love you, Chris.
Not necessarily a nice compliment.
You're a wonderful guy.
Should we do that? Just jam for a little bit?
Yeah, just give a little ditty, I guess.
You're doing it. I'll follow you, man.
Sorry, we don't have our lead harmonica player here tonight. Neil and I are the rhythm harmonica players.
Excuse me. Okay, we're good.
Let me get out of y'all's way here.
No,
You're okay, man.
All right.
What do you feel like, DJ?
Just whatever.
12 bars?
Okay, yeah.
That's the way it is.
12 bars, yeah. You got it, baby.
Oh man, that sounded amazing.
Good.
Oh man, I love it. This is all live too. I love it.
I think everyone here is literally smiling from ear to ear.
We're all live here, and I love it that everybody just gets to hear the kind of commotion in the background. That's something I love to hear.
All right.
So
That's it makes it genuine.
yeah, it does.
We're having a blast. I want a few of those notes back, though.
Oh, guitar.
I think we're going to do one.
I thought you were going to talk to me.
He's going on.
We can do another song there?
We are going to play for you. We're going to play for you another time the title track from the newly released Grease+orchard+blues+ban CD, which is for sale.
Where's that for sale?
That is for sale from my car.
No, online.
Online, it is.
Big Station and...
I'll put it up for We'd let you.
I told him I wanted to say something.
Oh, good. Yeah, we'd let you, definitely. We'd definitely let you listen to us all night long, as long as you pay.
Yeah.
Make sure you get your name brown up there. They'll find it. It's just perfect.
Oh, man, that was fun, dude. Come on. It was good, good. What's up? Oh, yeah, I just want to say something, man. I've heard a couple of these songs, and I've never heard that one. So I really enjoyed it. And while listening to it, I was imagining myself, you know, hard day, down on my luck, that song blaring on a motorcycle, 100 miles an hour down a dirt road, no lights. Listen, I've done it before, and I'd do it again. Man, that just felt good. That is my new song. Right on, right on.
Famous Amos, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
love that song, dude. I've never heard that one before.
Oh, thank you. It's the title track of the CD.
That was a jam. He's played some other ones for me.
But isn't that a pretty tune? It's just slow and chilly.
Dude, I just want to just go drive to it, man.
I know.
Rain falling, dew, you know.
Mr. Neil, the man
With the plan.
the lyrics, I mean, just when I hear it, I'm just like, ooh.
And we do appreciate you having us in tonight.
No, it's you know what, it's all my pleasure. I love the fact that there's a blues band that I can have in here, and you bunch of guys, you're a great bunch of guys. I just want to say, all very well behaved inside the studio. Now outside the studio,
Hey.
you know, Chris, he's a little crazy over there. Neil's got to slap him around and keep him calm.
That's what we pay him.
Well, another thing I'd like to say is thanks to all the guys that helped us with this. There was a couple of guys on the CD that's not part of the band, but they were gracious enough to come in and help us, help us out with the recording. And Dick Hergenrieder, fine guitarist and an inspiration, and Oscar Marquez, fine drummer, and just loves music. Played with him many times. Enjoyed playing with him.
That's right.
And of course, these guys, it doesn't get any better than that.
Right. So, your beginnings?
Well, I grew up in suburb of Fort Worth, and really got playing guitar because of the Beatles. Yeah. And but I used to listen to my older brothers sing some Jimmy Reed every now and then. Bright Lights, Big City, and all that. Actually got to see him open in Dallas at a little impromptu concert in front of Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels.
Really?
If you remember those guys.
Yeah.
But Jimmy, I was probably the only white guy there clapping for Jimmy. But it was great. We used to listen to that, and even in the band that I played in high school, we were a rock and roll band, of course. And but we'd throw in a little Freddie King every now and then.
Yeah. I got him in there.
There you go.
Hideaway. Yeah. So, who were some of your favorite blues people? I mean,
well, B.B. King.
B.B. King.
Yeah,
he's the man.
Really love that guy. And
you know, there's a lot of like B.B. King people who like one song or something, but you, of course, are a devoted fan of B.B.
Yeah, I've seen B.B. a bunch of times. Every time I get a chance, I go see B.B. King. And Eric Clapton was a big. Just appreciate him keeping the blues alive. Like
he did.
Yeah. And Buddy Guy and Albert Collins. So the list goes on and on.
Yeah. We're going to get some Albert Collins on tonight, too.
Thank you.
For Mr. TJ and for the whole band. Everybody loves Albert Collins. I mean, also for the fan in Monahans who listens diligently, it's for you, too. We have the Night Rider who calls in every Friday night, and the fan from Monahans who they're both devoted listeners, so I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And I would also like to thank the ladies in our lives too for the support and everything.
Of course. Let's get some names.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Jen.
Hey, Marla. How you doing, sweetheart?
Jen, Marla, and?
Well, it's Jeannie and Lori. And
All right.
He has a list.
He's a real blues man.
These are ladies that, help me through the messages and all that.
Cool.
It's been great.
Yeah,
We've been having a lot of fun. We first got together down at dj+skribz, Tuesday night jam, and got up there together, and nobody knew anybody at one point in time, and man, it just came together. It's just so much fun playing with these guys.
There's something I want to know. I mean, it's kind of obvious how you came up with the name for the band because of where we live. But how did you come up with the name for the band?
I was working and living in Houston, and we were coming out here for a project every now and then. And one of the guys that I worked with, we were driving around up in around Andrews, and all these pump jacks lined up in rows. And he said, "Man, that's a good-looking grease orchard right there." And I got to think about that, just those plum jacks lined up like an orchard, and instead of making peaches, making grease.
Making grease.
That stuck with me for
Grease Orchard. I love that name. That is so West Texas. That's just Texas in general.
Yeah.
That's excellent right there.
Excellent, yeah.
When we were doing jams over at Robert,
You can come in. It's okay.
when we were doing jams over at dj+skribz, Robert came up with a name just off the cuff for a good friend of ours, John, who's a great blues player. I wish we did his last name. Gutierrez, thank you, smoking blues player. And he was just joking around, and he was gonna call it the Jalapeno Blues Band.
Yeah.
And I was kind of laughing. I was like, that's a pretty cool name. I like Grease Orchard Blues Band. It is.
It's fun to say, I know the Grease Orchard Blues Ban.
Well, it makes me excited. I was hanging out at the Stardust one night, and the crowd had gone, we thought, and the manager up there threw on the CD and just piped in one of the songs, and one of the customers come out of the bathroom. We didn't know he was still in there. He's like, "Man, this band sounds great. Who is this? By the way, do you know the artist that we're listening to?" And I was like, "Yeah, playing that band." And they ended up selling him the CD and having a conversation with him. It lasted about an hour. It was great. But it's strange. He's like, "What's the name of this band?" And I was like, we call ourselves the Grease Orchard Blues Band. And he paused and looked at me and then started this chuckle, All right.
Oh man.
It didn't really come up with that for the comedic effect, but it has that.
It does.
Well, because it's just where it's at. It's here, it's Odessa. It's funny.
It's sincere.
And Neil was saying thank yous. Everybody out here has just been really good to us. They've been really good to me ever since I've been out here from the Metroplex. And we also wanted to say a thanks that Neil did on the CD to John Shoemaker, Gary Metter, and again to Dick Hergenreder, who's an amazing guitar player.
And Robert and Diane.
Yeah. I love how so many people came together to make this album, this record.
Oh yeah, it'd be boring if it was just us.
Yeah. But you know what? It just proves that when a bunch of people want to get together and really do something and make something special happen, it can happen.
It's true. And Dan Ferguson, the producer, he did play some amazing keyboards on some of those tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big thank you to Dan for making it sound like we know what we're doing too. Jeez.
Oh sure.
Yeah.
Well, I think we need to hear one more song from the album. Let me go see what we want to play. Any requests, special, that you want to hear off you want anybody to hear?
Yes. The last track.
The last track, okay.
What's the name of it?
All right, we're gonna hear the last track from this album.
Since they're being so good to me, I just can't let a little airtime pass without saying thank you to the legacy and the memory of Stevie Ray Vaughan. And
Absolutely.
Right on.
they're jamming with Jimmy right now.
Oh gosh.
Tibbs.